Hello, my friend. Today's video will take you to a dark corner of the entertainment world where famous stars don't always appear as we usually see on screen. Instead of positive and happy stories, we will discover about famous stars who, when they close their makeup room doors, become really annoying people. Jesse James has a reputation for mistreating the women in his life. In 2010, it was revealed that he had cheated on Sandra Bullock with many partners, all while the couple was trying to adopt a child together. It should come as no surprise that he and Sandra Bullock divorced in June 2010. Good for her. However, the cheating saga doesn't end there. The end of this relationship was the beginning of another. One of the women he cheated with was Kat Von D, and they began seeing each other publicly after his divorce. The two even went as far as to get engaged, but that was called off. And I'll give you two guesses why.
In the morning, like Pop Warner, which it was RJTFL, which is Riverside Junior Tech. They'd take like razor blades, make the refs take, I had those.
William Shatner's Comedy Central roast was so good because it gave stars the chance to express pent-up rage they've had for years at this alleged Hollywood grouch. It turns out that while on the set of Star Trek, most of his co-stars hated him because he behaved too badly towards all of them. He garnered the name Captain Jerk for not showing up to Leonard Nimoy's funeral. Across, while at conventions, he has a huge attitude that fans and co-stars are forced to put up with. At one point, he shouted at Denise Crosby anytime she tried to answer a question. After seeing the way he acts toward his co-stars, it's impossible to have respect for the man. And as far as upsetting fans goes, he might not have to worry about that much longer, because his bad behavior seems to be driving away any fans brave enough to stick around.
As producers, by giving them money, invest money, $100, $400 to you in. So there's an apprehension, there used to be an apprehension about casting.
Gwyneth Paltrow has given up any hope of being seen as an average person. After such stunts as eliminating coffee, alcohol, dairy, eggs, sugar, corn, shellfish, fish, wheat, meat and soy from her diet, Paltrow has declared herself to be a lifestyle expert. A friend of the actress has been quoted saying that she is a rich white woman with an eating disorder turned into a branding opportunity. She can't really be that bad, can she? Oh yes, she can. It doesn't help that her recent Goop Netflix series shows how out of touch she really is with society, as if she needed a series to tell the world what we all already know. While in London, she went to a Michelin-starred restaurant and insulted the chef by saying, "I can't eat this, chef. Let's just go up to my suite and order room service." Apparently, she'd rather eat moon dust and seaweed.
Multiple movies a year, all different locations, all different hours. Maybe we all give ourselves permission to be exactly who we are, and we stop.
Reese Witherspoon, American sweetheart or no? Apparently no. And what a shame it is to know that it's all just an act. Some say she's pretty self-entitled, which came to light after she and her husband were stopped for weaving in out of lanes of traffic. When the officer approached her, she said, "Do you know my name? You're about to find out who I am." She was arrested for disorderly conduct soon after. A source at Star magazine claims that Reese is anything but sweet. The staff is terrified of rubbing her the wrong way, so they bend over backward to please her. She won't ever take off her sunglasses because she doesn't want anyone to make eye contact. Jim doesn't want his co-workers to see it because he's such a bigwig. He wants the staff to think that he has the upper hand, but it's obvious she wears the pants.
And I got picked out of nowhere in Nashville, Tennessee. I saw an ad in a news ad at auditioning because I never studied. I mean, I did some acting classes.
Tommy Lee Jones doesn't just act like a grumpy guy, he is a grump. In fact, it's rare to find him signing an autograph or talking to journalists. In fact, he made a reporter cry one time during an interview with GQ magazine, while literally cracking whole walnuts with his bare hands. He also notoriously told Jim Carrey, "I hate you. I really don't like you. I cannot sanction your buffoonery while on the set of Batman Forever." There's no denying that he probably was too harsh on Carrey, but let's give credit where credit is due. "I cannot sanction your buffoonery" is probably one of the most hilarious ways you could tell someone to F. He may be a grump, but at least he's got a flair for great insults.
In fishing, I love the way they love what they do. Well, I've always enjoyed.
Terrence Howard may seem like a good guy, but he has a dark past. In 2001, he beat his first wife, Laurie McComas, because she was talking to him real strong. In 2005, he punched his second wife, Michelle Gent. There was another incident in 2010 when Gent claimed Howard threw her across a hotel room before picking her up, taking her to the balcony and threatening to toss her over the railing. Howard's attitude continues into his work life as well. That's reportedly why he got released from Iron Man, and Don Cheadle took his place. Howard wanted more money and left when he couldn't get it. Then, he continued to complain about this injustice for years later, blaming Robert Downey Jr., the guy that fought for equal pay for all those on the Avengers set. Won't someone think of the poor Hollywood superstar?
Get rid of the unions. SAG has done nothing. They sit up and say there, you definitely got a statute of a rights of publicity issue. So,
in a relatively short amount of time, Katherine Heigl became hugely successful in both television and film. However, her reputation quickly put a halt to her career. Heigl is known for criticizing her own projects, as well as speaking harshly about her fellow celebrities. Bad-mouthing is a Hollywood tradition, but most stars have the common sense and decency to do it slyly and in private. But that's just not how Katherine Heigl rolls, I guess. She once refused a nomination for an Emmy because she felt that the writing of the show Grey's Anatomy was undeserving of the recognition. Heigl also criticized Knocked Up for being hateful toward women. Then, in 2010, she requested $3 million to appear in Valentine's Day, which was ridiculous considering it was an ensemble film where she wouldn't be on set long.
I just
Stations
kind
or
of
anything?
thought about a lot of my experiences being interviewed, and that these two of them were very young, so we're housebreaking now.
Oh.
I have
And
three
three
cats.
Edward Norton has developed quite a reputation for being extremely rude. In fact, rumors state that was why Marvel decided for him not to reprise his role as the Hulk in the Avengers. The president of Marvel Studios, Kevin Feige, told Hitflix.com that Norton wasn't a team player and that the studio was looking for an actor willing to work side by side with a star-studded cast. As much money as Marvel movies bring in, you'd think that they would work with just about any jerk in Hollywood who could put butts in seats. But even those who chase money have to draw the line somewhere. In fact, in that same interview, Kevin Feige went to great lengths to make it explicitly clear that this was not a monetary issue. Norton was just that awful to work with. That's got to be pretty embarrassing for him.
I'm an amateur guitar player. I can play Blackbird, and I think, but I had this. You're a Beatles aficionado. I really want.
It's no secret that Christian Bale is infamously difficult to work with. He has been in the news more than once or twice because of his high-maintenance tantrums and freakouts on set. Before Terminator, Salvation was released, the audio of one of Bale's ranting and raving gained more attention than the movie did. What a great look for a grown man who's allegedly a professional actor. Although in his defense, Terminator, Salvation was nothing to write home about. In the tape, Bale can be heard verbally assaulting director of photography Shane Hurlbut, as Hurlbut tries to apologize for ruining a take. Because apparently, that was the first time in cinema history when a take had been ruined. Bale is notorious for forcing others to give him what he wants, and there's a word that's precisely why there wasn't an official Robin in the Batman trilogy. You know it's bad.
A lot. So just silliness. And what we do is silly. I mean, we play dress up for a living.
That's true.
Absolutely true. And Harry knows them all by heart as well. And we would all, the three of us would do.
Zooey Deschanel may act like she's all cute and quirky, but her castmates throughout her career had some different adjectives to describe the titular new girl. Namely, they called her nasty, moody, and unhappy. And while that might be technically quirky, it's definitely not anywhere near cute. She rules the roost when it comes to controlling the set. When schedules don't go her way, all hell breaks loose, and she consistently displays bad behavior. What a class act. One producer once claimed that she was a horrible boss, which doesn't sound like a huge stretch.
Yeah. And I always try to be that way, but when somebody else is being that way, it kind of looks better on me.
I like that
I
look.
grew them out once and it didn't look as good.
It wasn't for you.
Sincere thanks to all the loyal viewers who have watched this entire video. If you enjoyed this content and would like to show your support, please click the subscribe button, like this video, and share it with your friends. Your support truly means a lot to us. Stay tuned for more interesting then, and now stories coming soon. Until next time.